0 for 5 last night and got picked off first base. It's a bad night. Carrasco making his second start since returning from the injured list. And he throws one by Birdie. And
I'm too old for the whip.
1-1 to Birdie. And the breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. Carrasco faced the Nationals last Sunday to 4 unearned runs, but he gave up 5 runs and 6 hits in 2 2/3. Not a good outing at all. And the splitter fouled off by Birdie, and it's 1-high when he was almost untouchable. And he just misses away at 94 miles an hour, and it's 2-2. And he goes after Birdie with a slider, and he strikes him out. And that's the 25 with 6 home runs. First pitch slider for a strike, 0-1. Philadelphia, and 6 more last night against the Mets. It's the first time the Marlins have put together
in those 9 games.
That's drilled to center, but right at Nimmo, and he makes the catch. Can't hit it much. Performed his previous numbers. Wendell last year 1 for 12 in his career against Carrasco. And he takes the breaking ball down, and it's 1-1.
Wendell's got good. Maybe in the new rules next year.
Golfed in the air to shallow left. Coming on is Canna. Will have to play it on the hop. It's a base hit for Wendell. Has not thrived on the extra base hits this year. They were supposed to be a better offensive team. That's why they brought in Jorge Soler.
Not made that next step either.
Carrasco keeping it away from Cooper 2 in the course of his career, and he's had injuries this year as well, but not as serious as in the past. Seems every year with Wendell at first. 11 stolen bases this year. That's drilled down the left field line toward the corner, and Cooper's got himself another extra base hit. Wendell digging for third, dug out of the corner by Canna. Rough relay throw, and so Lindor can't throw home the ball and get in position to throw, then have to turn around. Here's Valvasile Garcia going after a first pitch splitter, and it's 0-1. Yeah. So they must have made a last minute change.
Or is someone batting out of order?
No. 2-run homer his last at bat last night to put the game away against Joely Rodriguez.
We'll have to do the defense.
Anderson out to right field and put LeBlanc on the infield. We'll find out in a moment. Carrasco strikes out LeBlanc.
2 runs in his last 10 games.
J.J. Bleday leads off the home second and takes curveball down from Carrasco for ball 1. Bleday, a 37th start. He was the NCAA home run champion, part of a College World team. He's never really produced the way they had hoped, but he takes the changeup down, and it's 3-1. Bleday hitting 189 with Miguel Rojas and Jacob Stallings for the Marlins. And Bleday gets under one to right center field, pretty deep. Back goes Naquin. He'll have room on the warning track, and he makes the catch halfway back. One thing about Kirby, though, is they're really limiting his innings right. And an RBI last night doing his usual damage against the Mets, and he gets jammed badly. Swung and missed at a pitch that almost hit him. And he just got a piece of that splitter.
It's a hit against the orange and blue.
Breaking ball lined into center field, a base hit on an 0-2 slider. Rojas stays right on it and drills a base hit. Stallings takes a fastball just off the plate for ball 1. 581 this year. I mean, what accounts for that? Is there anything?
It was my experience and State Olympique.
There goes Rojas, hit and run play, and Stallings fouls it off. Rojas, it didn't bother Giancarlo Stanton when he played here. Double play ball to Escobar, out at second. McNeil to first, out at.
Series presented by Verizon and SNY. Get your tickets at Mets.com/tickets. Folks.
Yeah, they can't go fast.
I think he meant the tickets.
Oh.
But I don't really believe that. Believe it when I say, let's be serious here. Lewin Diaz leading off in the third. By the way, they just changed.
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I made a Custer decision.
Back foot slider by Carrasco. Pantheon of team records, but nobody's been able to catch it. Albert Bell had 50 homers and 50 doubles.
Yeah,
he was special.
boy, he could hit.
Yes, he could. And I saw him and I said, my gosh, this guy's got a chance to be something special.
There's a player who came over from the American League. Who's going to be the best hitter in that group? Granted, right back to Carrasco. And he surprised me at the time because he said, there's Brian Anderson who lined to center his first time up, and he hits another one back to Carrasco. It's like a goalie. Made sure of that, capping that 8-run inning with a grand slam. And now Carrasco back to the mound with a big lead, throws a first pitch strike to Wendell blooped a single to left his first time up, and then scored on a Garrett Cooper double. That's pulled down to first, and Alonso handles it. He'll take it himself. 1 out.
That's a great big old Yogi Berra up there in that scoreboard.
Times when you have that kind of long inning, it feels like infinity.
It's called the snowman, right, Ron?
Yeah, put a snowman up. That's what Bill Lee used to say about Carl Yastrzemski because he wore
The Bill.
That sounds like Bill Lee. 1-2 to Cooper. List. And a chopper down to third, backing off Escobar. He'll make the long throw and scooped out by Alonso. Nice play. Ground ball outs now for Carrasco. Now he'll face Charles LeBlanc for the second time. LeBlanc did not start the game. Never got to bat. And LeBlanc took over, struck out his first time up, and he's down on the count 0-2. We'll let Max Fried go in tonight against George Kirby, and the slider in for strike 3 called, and so LeBlanc strikes to the World Curling Championships. Love curling. J.J. Bleday takes a strike. I mean,
and I know it's an Olympic sport, but you know why folks in Canada curl, right?
Well, so they can drink beer.
Exactly.
Well, that's fine, but then you have to slide with this deft touch down the ice, and then the brooms. I mean, one that's blocking the house. Knock away 2 to get 1. Go right down to the.
That's all there was to do with the motels they put us up on 4th Street.
Rojas hits one behind the bag. Another long throw for Escobar. Another one dug out by
or buddies.
That's 9 in a row now, retired by Carrasco. And against the Nats, his first time back off the injured list.
His best run was in July.
0-2 to Stallings, and that just missed somewhere. 1-2, right? 1-2 coming, swing and a miss, and Stallings down on strikes. 5 strikeouts now for Carrasco. He's retired 10 in a row.
Twitter world will be big sunshine tonight.
Lewin Diaz takes a strike. Well, somebody made the point earlier. It's when that bunch of Twitter people come out and celebrate the win.
That's right.
It's a nice term.
Lewin Diaz struck out. A very encouraging performance for Cookie. This is with the changeup, and it's 2-2.
Is of the utmost importance, right? So when you can have one of these laughers every once in a while.
Heavy right now with the importance of each game.
Absolutely.
And a good breaking ball to strike out Diaz.
You always feel like you're 1 inning away from erasing all this goodwill that you've gotten. 10 runs.
John Birdie up for the 3rd time, and he drives one to right field, headed toward the corner, and that ball is going to bounce up against the wall. Birdie scooting to second base through the 6th, and then probably shut it down. Brian Anderson takes, and that's it softly on the right side for McNeil to scurry in, and there are 2 out. Birdie moves to 3rd for 2 and a bloop single in the 1st inning, and he gets under 1 and pops it up to shallow left. Lindor calling all the way, and he put